Hello and welcome to the Elder Scrolls Online Unraveled. In this episode, I'm going to take a look at healing, showing some things that I found, and answering some questions that people have asked regarding healing on the forums. Now, I ran into some problems with the patch on Tuesday, couldn't get it downloaded to my computer. Did get back on Wednesday. I did my recording Wednesday and Thursday, so now I'm editing it after the fact. I no longer have access to the PTS, so there were some issues with some video that didn't come out correctly. So I'll try and include as much video as I can, but for some things I may not have video for, and I'll just have to explain what the results were. First off, we're going to take a quick look at the new Lingering Ritual that came in with this patch. Got 1590 Magicka, 80 spell damage. And looks like the Healing Ritual is doing 396. There's the two morphs, reduced cast time, and the additional healing after 8 seconds. Here we go. Got about another 325 Magicka. Now healing for 436. And about another 25 Magicka, 35 Magicka or so. But 96 spell damage, so an increase of 16 spell damage. Lingering Ritual healing for 480. So here we're going to take a look at targeting your healing spells. You can point your target at someone. It doesn't mean that it's going to go to that person. It will go to the lowest health target. In the case of regeneration, which is a heal over time, it'll go to someone that doesn't already have regeneration on them, if possible. Here we're looking for crits, starting off with the Templar abilities, Rush Ceremony. Sped the video up here a little bit so we didn't have to sit through it quite as long. Just take a handful of each spell and see if we can get crits with it. Nothing with Rush Ceremony. Nothing with Lingering Ritual. I do have full light armor on and Inner Light going, so we're looking at probably about 29% crit chance here, and getting no crits from either of those abilities at all. Some Grand Healing. Every time I cast it, I'm getting 4 procs. It can be stacked on itself, as you see here. No crits on any of those, though. Regeneration, Blessing and Protection. None of them critting, even with a 29% crit chance. And here I am now in combat. See here, in the combat log, you can see Rush Ceremony crit healed for 912, and Lingering Ritual crit healed for 949. So I got crits right off the bat here. Another crit. So it seems to be something about being in combat allows the crits to start. Now we still don't see any crits on Grand Healing. We are starting to see some crits on the regeneration ticks. But Grand Healing and Blessing of Protection are still not critting at all. And now to show you something we learned about balance when we were testing that out. Here we go, I'm healing myself. I'm going to use balance to get mana back, and after I balance, you'll see my heals don't do anything. I'm not healing even though I'm casting that heal on the ground. Because when you use balance, you seem unable to heal yourself for about 4 seconds afterwards, give or take. And my heals, that's why I should have been seeing while that balance was going off. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to get healed by someone else. And once I start getting healed, you see my health bar going down because I'm going to start using balance to get mana back. And I still am getting lots of heals from the other person. So you can heal other people who are using balance, but you cannot heal yourself if you used balance recently. Oh, there's me getting flattened by a bear. Here I'm just showing the heavy attack from restoration and how much the essence drain does. It says 30%, but it's 30% of the last tick, and since the ticks are so small, you really don't get much back here. Here is the restoration staff with siphoning strikes. Someone wanted to know if they work together. They do. You'll get your 10% mana back for completing the restoration, plus you'll get siphoning strikes on each tick. And here I'm testing the Restoration Expert passive under Restoration Staff. It says that you heal allies under 30% health for 15% more. So right now I'm just casting a bunch of different healing spells from Restoration Staff and the Templar lines to get a baseline for how much each one is healing me for. Then I'm going to go and get hit by a troll and knock below 30% and see how much I heal for then. I like these trolls. They're nice things to test against because they don't die too easily. So here he is beating on me. Here we go, below 30%. My regeneration is now healing for more. My regeneration keeps taking me above 30%, so gotta go and get, there we go. And combat prayer 226. I think that was healing me for like 197 beforehand. So that would be 15% increase. He reset, so take 2. Try the Templar abilities. There's Lingering Ritual. And one more to test. So Restoration Expert does work. I'm gonna go over some of the things that I don't have the videos for. Unfortunately, they didn't come out correctly. We tested the Mending, which is the passive that gives the Templars have, which increases crit as the target is lower in health, and we were able to crit with just that. Focused Healing, which increases healing by 30% if you're standing within the big yellow circle, and that does work. And neither of those two abilities seem to work for the Restoration Staff. They only work for the Templars' own heals. So a little bit of like kind of one-way synergy there. The Resto Staff synergizes with Templar, but Templar doesn't synergize with Resto Staff. Also, one of the questions you could have seen from the video earlier was whether the Lingering Ritual Linger Heal is refreshed each time you cast it, or whether they all end up healing you. And they do end up all healing you, so if you cast 3 in a row, you'll get 3 Linger Heals in a row 8 seconds after. Also looking at the number of ticks from Grand Healing, it is 4 over 3 seconds. And Illustrious ends up being 5 over 4 seconds. Healing Spring Mana Return, for me, with only 2 ranks in it, I'm getting 17 back. I think Mui was saying she was getting something like 26 back with 4 ranks in it. Okay, well that's all. I do apologize for not having all the footage. Just with the limited access to the PTS, I had to really prioritize my time to get as much footage as I could. So I wasn't able to make the video until after the fact, and with some of the footage not working out, I wasn't able to go back on the PTS and get replacement footage. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you learned something new. If you did enjoy it, please like or subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below or stop by the Tamriel Foundry, and there'll be a companion thread for this episode where you can, suggest any future tests. Of course, at this point there'll be tests done on the live environment. Next time I'll be able to get in will be the same time you guys can get in, 7 AM Eastern, Sunday morning. Hope to see you guys in the world. My account name is @Mistborn, so you can say hi there if you like. Although I will be concentrating on leveling for the first few days and not really testing. Until then, though, take care.